Hello everyone. I wanted to do a quick update just because I have some extremely exciting news. This is Salem. If you all remember, Salem is my Psalmopoeus pulcher. That was a suspected male. I got Salem back in the fall of 2015. The same time I got the Diablo, which was the mature male Psalmopoeus Armenia that passed away a couple weeks back. Anyway, I've been waiting for Salem to molt for some time now. And I got up today, did a few things, decided I wanted to check. And as I grabbed the container, I could see, that Salem had molted. So it was already flipped over. The molt was next to him at the time. So I just kind of carefully grabbed the tweezers and pulled the molt out, just because I wanted to confirm that it was male, and I figured that if it was male, it was going to mature. And when I looked at the pedipalps, I didn't see anything, bulbous there, so I knew it hadn't matured yet. So what I did was, this is how I try to do the molt. I pin them down to a piece of styrofoam, and I don't know if you can see or not. Maybe you can't because you know what, I tell you what, let me put the macro lens on and we'll see what we can see. Okay, so here we are with the macro. This is going to be a tad bit blurry to start out, but if you can see, it's not the easiest to see, and it's very hard for me to hold this camera still with those tremor things that I have. It's very difficult for me to keep my balance, and there you can see them there. Those are the spermaticae. They're flipped down. So this is the actual part, but you can faintly make out the uterus externus. It's better with the other macro lens. But you can see that we have spermaticae, which makes Salem a female. So, yeah, I was pretty stoked about that because Salem has always been my favorite tarantula. Salem and Samira, my female Poecilotheria sapusca. Highland have always been my favorites. So it was very exciting news for me to, shocking news, because we never saw anything. I've sent pictures to a handful of different people on the last two molts of Salem and never saw a thing. So, okay, I'm going to pause you and get this macro lens back off here, and we'll look at Salem again for a minute. Okay, so one last time, there is Salem. She's looking wonderful, and now I get to actually call her a she. It was pretty exciting for me to actually mark female down in the Tarantula app. Her molt measured 3.5 inches, so I'm assuming she's going to be in the 4-inch range. Not mature yet. The spermaticae didn't look sclerotized enough. You'll know they're mature when the the uterus externus and the spermaticae do sclerotize or darken. Now, the spermaticae itself was a little dark, but the uterus externus was not dark at all. So, yep, good news. And then the tiny bad news, the Psalmopoeus cambridgei did pass away last night, and the last Phidippus regius sling also did not make it. I don't know, when I moved it from the big 32-ounce deli cup, because it was the only one left, into the smaller deli cup, it didn't seem to respond to that move very well. So this is through the side. If there was a spider that I would get an Exoterra for, this would be the one I would Problem with that is there is no space available for something like that. So she'll probably stay in here. You can see the extensive webbing that she did. This is the reason that drew me to the pulchers from the Psalmopoeus more than the other species themselves, although the Cambridge eye does do a fair share of webbing. But yeah, so I did just an update to the 4 scorpions that I fed yesterday. Oh, you didn't see that video yet. That video's pending. I did do another feeding video last night. I didn't finish it. There's still a handful of tarantulas that need to be fed, but I did not finish that video. I wanted to wait actually a couple days to feed a few of the other ones that molted. So, and my, oh goodness, you guys are like looking at nothing again. See, I get in that habit of I'm looking up here visually, and you guys are just camera all over the place, back and forth. But I'm going to, next thing I'm going to do is the Heterothelys gabonensis. I'm going to empty that container and see if that spider is still alive in there. I'm not holding out much hope. And after that, I think what's going to happen is down on the bottom there is the Monocentropas balfouri. It needs to get out of there. I don't like it in there. I don't see it. Not that I'm going to see it when I move it to another container, but I need something that's a little bit more friendly for me. So the containers that are right here, like this here, where the Bomi is in, a lot of my tarantulas are in there, I'm going to put it in one of those. And that should hold it for quite a bit. Though this one is plenty big enough for it. I'm just going to take it, and the balfouri will go up top there. So that's going to be my adventures for the next few days. My Brachypelma albipilosa male is hammering the side of his enclosure, drumming away. Okay, what did I do with the lid? There it is. Just drumming away all day today, and it took me a while to figure out exactly who it was, but he's down the bottom back there. So I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I enjoy doing the videos, and I'm realizing that with the space confinement that I have, although I do have a few more teas that are going to be coming, or not coming, but exchanged next month. That'll probably be the end of what I want to get. And I think a lot of the stuff that I have, not a lot, but there's going to be considerable changes in my collection. Some tarantulas that are going to be sold, because I do still have P. cancerides slings and B. vagans slings and maybe some B. hamori or M. balfouri slings coming in that breeding loan project thing that I did. So I don't mind having the little slings, but I do need to move some stuff out. So stuff that'll probably go up for sale will be probably my one of the P. marinus will probably go up for sale. My Phaunopelma gabelli may go up for sale. The Brachypelma bomi is getting moved. I have 3 G. pulchripes, so probably 1 or 2 of those will get sold. I have 2 confirmed female Brachypelma albopilosums, and I'm going to pick up a Nicaraguan next month, so I want to make room for those. And I'm not exactly sure about the smaller one. I'm going to try and sex that molt tomorrow or Monday. I may sell the Orphanaicus species Panay female, the Orphanaicus Philippinus. The Idotheli mira will probably be definitely sold. Possibly the Chilobrachys huahini. I'm not really sure about that one. Yeah, I just have too many, and it's an addicting hobby, as you all that collect know. and it's hard to say no sometimes, and you see things and you're like, oh yes, I definitely want to get that. I definitely want to get that. But to do some of the things that I want to do, I definitely need to downsize. And I'm going to concentrate on my Psalmopoeus species and my Tapenikinius species. I will be selling my probably sell my Poecilotheria vittata and definitely my Poecilotheria regalis suspected female. So yeah, there's going to be some changes. And another update, I'm up to, you can see these little containers here. One of them holds the Acanthoscuria species Maldonado-ensis. One holds the Brachypelma homori sling, and two hold the Euathus species reds. The rest of those are assassin bug slings or nymphs. So I'm up to 7. So I'm getting, you know, a comfortable spot. When I get to 10, we'll get a hold of Trey Beck and find out how many he would like. And then we will go from there as far as selling the rest of them. I'm keeping number 7 because that's my favorite number, and the first one that hatched. So the ones in between those 5 will probably be the ones that I send to Trey once I get all that stuff situated. So yeah, I think by the end of summer I have to make some decisions on what I'm going to do, but I'm definitely going to keep my Psalmopoeus species and my Tapenikinius species, and I think most of my Brachypelmas, but definitely my 3 homoris and my classy, 1 vagans, although I'm getting a bunch of little slings. So, and this little girl here, we will keep her, my Euathus species red female. Of course, I'm going to keep her. And I'm going to try and do some fall breeding projects, or at least work out some deals to mate a couple different things. I'm going to hang on to my mature male Dolichothelli diamentinensis for now. He is in that container right there. I'm going to hang on to him for now. Just in case my other 2 molt out and they're females and they're mature. This girl will get bred once Morris decides he wants to molt and mature, and who knows when that will be. You know, it could be his next molt, it may be the molt after, I don't know. I'm not in any particularly, you know, hurry. I have a bunch of the slings sold if I do, if I am successful. But if you see these containers I have here, they're pretty big, and they're going to be more for like when the LP gets big. Like here is the Grammostola species north. She can move out of there into one of these or into one of those without any issue whatsoever. Oh, the Pamphobedius platioma is definitely probably one I will sell. I haven't completely decided yet because she'll get huge, and I honestly would rather have the Acanthoscuria geniculata than the Pamphobedius. That was kind of an impulse thing, and I was kind of talked into it, but not talked into it, just kind of my arm was twisted a little bit. But yeah, so that's where we're at. I just wanted to share the good news with my wonderful female Psalmopoeus pulcher. There is Tawny, the Euathus species red. I'm going to do a handling video of her. I'm going to try holding her a couple times before I do it first, so I get accustomed to her. I don't really want to handle anybody else particularly, but I am just itching to hold that spider for some odd reason. I don't know why, but I am. So that's where we're at. The Nandu chromatus still has not molted yet. My Poecilotheria vittata has been out a couple times, and it's looking kind of dingy. But it's still not very big, so I don't know if it's just not into its color yet or what. There's a Davus penaloris up there. So yeah, I just rambled and showed you a bunch of enclosures for the last 10 minutes or so. So I'm going to get this video put together and uploaded, and then I'm going to cut the other videos that I did yesterday of the Psalmopoeus and the Tapenikinius, the good hits. We'll crush those down to the quick hits, and add those into the other one that I did, and we'll get that uploaded sometime soon too. There is a Brachypelma classy. You can see a tad bit of pink on it. Not a lot, but it does have a little bit of color to it. So the only one that didn't eat out of all the spiders I fed yesterday was the Psalmopoeus reduncus. Tesla did not eat. I'm not quite sure why, but it didn't eat. I didn't check the Armenia. But yeah, okay, so I'm going to stop rambling so you guys can finish your day. I hope everyone has a great Easter. Yeah, why can't I say that? For those of you that do acknowledge the holiday, for those of you that don't, I hope you have a great Sunday, and hope to see everyone soon. Some great videos were put out by a lot of people recently, so I have some catching up to do. I've been watching a few today. But again, I do watch them on my Roku TV, so I don't comment on them right away. I'm trying to, when I subscribe to people, I'm trying to hit that bell so that I do get the notifications on my phone. That way I can at least comment on the video, because if I don't know that the video is uploaded, then I don't see it. But I have watched, I think I'm all caught up on a handful of people. But yeah, there's some new ones that I've been watching today. Watched a handful of March tarantulas and Tarantula Tim, and I watched some more of Tarantula Chronicles. She had some good stuff put out in the last couple days. I just love listening to her. And of course Moss and who else? Boxing Boa. I did watch some of their videos as well, or his videos as well. I just haven't had a chance to comment on anything. So again, thanks for your patience and everybody's support, and thanks for watching.